after school. We also have other clubs that you'll learn about from your teachers that you guys can become involved with, like the mountain biking club, and there's girls in STEM, there's an interactive club. So there's a lot of clubs, but we'll be getting into that a little bit further later, okay, with some of your teachers. School is over at 2:10. This is important, okay? So school's over at 2:10 unless you are meeting with a teacher, which that's a very good possibility, or you're in a club. You have to be off school grounds by 2:20. So another bell, so a bell's going to ring. Bells are going to be ringing the bell will ring at 7:20. There's a bell that rings at 7:25, and that's the tardy bell, okay, in the morning. Then throughout the day, bells will ring to let you know that class is over and class is beginning. And then at the end of the day, at 2:10, there'll be a bell that rings at 2:10. There's another bell that will be ringing at 2:20 to let you know that if you're not off site, it's time to start, you need to head home, okay? So especially if you're a walker. If you're on the bus, you'll be gone. Or if you're riding your bike, you need to be leaving campus by 2:20 if you are not with a teacher or in a club. No climbing, riding, or skating on school grounds. That includes on our very cool new bell sign. We've got a new bell sign. I don't know if you've seen it, but no climbing on that. I know it's kind of inviting, but please do not climb on that. It can be very dangerous. Okay. Lock your bike up in the bike lock. You need to take that out. The temp buildings are gone, but there is a bike lock area out there. So we will lock your bikes up, and Mr. Castro's usually responsible for once you get here in the mornings, you can put them in there and he'll lock up that area. And you must also have a bike lock, just safety. And then bikes are only allowed in the lock-up area, so don't leave your bike locked up to a tree, okay? Yes, quick question.
Do you have like a skateboard or something? Can you just put it in our locker?
Thank you for bringing that up. If you have a skateboard, we actually have a lockup for that as well. So it is, we moved it, so if you're returning 7th grader, it used to be right up front, but it is actually around the corner from the office. So if you keep going, you start heading down the hall towards what's actually our financial office. There's a cage there. So it's the same exact cage that was here last year, and Mr. Castro will lock that up after school starts, but you can put your skateboard in that and it'll be secured for the day. So because lockers aren't big enough. Another quick question? Sorry.
If we put money in our account, like at the end of last year,
it rolls over. Yeah, it should still be there for lunch. Absolutely.
Even if you're at another school, does it?
Yep, it's a district-wide program. Okay. Last question, then we're going to keep moving on. Yes.
We don't really feel secure with the lockup box, so we just put it in the locker.
Nope. If you don't feel secure with the lockup box, then don't bring it to school. Okay? All right. So, most of you probably come from a school that have the Positive Behavior Intervention Support, PBIS. I know, I'm going to just throw it out there. I know if it was your PERS, you're following your PERS. Everybody has something. We have tracks, okay? It's actually track. So we are going to continue to move, we're going to continue implementing with the PBIS, and it's track, and it stands for teamwork, respect, achievement, courage, and kindness. So if you hear us say, hey, follow your tracks, we're asking you to basically be a respectful person in our community and follow a common expectation that we all have. And so as teachers catch you following your tracks, you will receive coupons, little tickets. Can't remember what color they are this year, but they're a different color every year. So you'll be getting tracks. You can collect those, and there you can turn them in. And once you accumulate them for some very cool stuff, everything. I've heard they have some really cool stuff here. Like you can get headphones, you can get some like basketballs and stuff like that. You have to accumulate quite a few to get that. But we also have some pretty small items too that you won't need as many of your tickets to turn in for. So we have those tickets, those track tickets for following your tracks. So we really want to encourage you guys to be following your tracks. throughout the day, in class, in hallways, in the auditorium as you're doing different presentations, everywhere in the cafeteria, out on recess, etc. So please follow your tracks. All right. Everybody got that? Hold your question for a minute, okay? Remember. Okay, this is where, you know what, actually I will take a couple questions right now. We're going to move into the conduct code. So this was the basic information for just for how to kind of operate while you're in school here at Bell. Any quick questions about what we just went over? Go ahead. You're going to find out. I hope you're going to find out. You should. It's going to be based on your fourth period teacher, and it's an extensive list. So it depends on who your fourth period teacher is. Your fourth period teacher will tell you. Yes, you'll be getting them at. You'll get an ID once we do our picture day on August 30th. Yes. Mm-hmm. So you can turn them in. It'll be my understanding is it's in the cafeteria, and then you can turn them in after school. I don't know if at lunchtime. Sometimes it just Mr. Olson handles that. So and the teachers and team leaders who may be in here. Team leaders, can you help answer that? Anybody? The question is, how do you turn in your coupons to get whatever you want to get? Yes. Okay, so it's during lunch on Thursdays. You can turn those in. Is that what I heard? Off in the corner of the cafeteria. During lunch, Thursdays in the cafeteria. Okay? Do you have something to add? Party, right? So you can actually, you guys may need to fill in a little bit more, but you can actually accumulate your track tickets throughout the year, and you can turn them in for a party. I don't know how many tickets you need for that, but that's another reward. We need 52, 25? 25. Mr. O's going like this, and I'm not sure what that means. It's 25. We need 25 tickets for the party in the end, okay? I'm going to take like two more, we've got a little bit of time. I'm going to take two more questions, and then we're going to move on. And then a lot of these questions, your team leaders, I bet you will be able to answer, and if not, teachers can. Yes? We have almost enough devices in this building for a one-on-one, so no. So if you need a device, you will be able to get a device from here that is a school-owned device. So unless you have it written into a special IEP, which if you don't know what an IEP is, then it doesn't pertain to you. Unless it's written into a plan, then no, we have plenty of devices here, plenty of devices, okay? So you're talking about park testing. Everybody's done park testing before, so we'll get to that when we get to the spring, and it's going to look different this year. Okay? One more question, and then we'll move on. Yes?
So you were talking about the yellow line. What if you're like playing with the ball and the ball goes over the yellow line? How is that?
If the ball goes over to the yellow line, you can go get it and then just bring it right back. Okay, good question. All right, we're going to move on real quickly. And then, like I said, lots of questions. I know you have lots of questions, and you have some awesome teachers and some great team leaders that can help answer those questions as you think of them throughout the day. Okay? This is the conduct code. So this is kind of the more, district policy laws type of part of the presentation. So up till now, I've been talking about processes we have here at Bell. This is what you're about to see is district policies. So some of this may sound familiar. You may have already heard about this, some of these from your previous school. We get a little bit more in-depth at the middle school though about some of the things in the conduct code. First and foremost, this is what the conduct code actually looks like online. It is linked on our website. It is your responsibility to know this. I'm not going to go through the whole conduct code. However, ignorance is not a defense. Does that make sense? Ignorance is not a defense. My point is you are responsible for knowing what's in that conduct code. It's linked on our front page. Okay, we're not handing it out because it's not in paper form anymore. It is only online, but you can access it 24/7 from the link on our website. Okay, so if you ever have any questions about the conduct code, it's also called the Student and Family Handbook. So that's what we're going to go over right now.